I'm lucky to be here down in Atlanta, Georgia at the Mizuno Foundry. And let's go take a tour because you guys got a pretty cool thing going on here.
Absolutely, yeah. We're at the Standard Club in Johns Creek, just north of Atlanta. And check this out. This is our new research and development / performance center. We got an R&D lab in here. We've got fitting capabilities. All sorts of new tech is from Mizuno is going to come out of here. So let's go take a look at it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so as you walk in, obviously at reception, this is where you'll come in and check in if you've got a fitting scheduled. Right here we got our kind of our merch wall, a lot of limited stuff you can only get at the Foundry. So we
like it.
Want to make some unique stuff for your experience here. As you come over here, this is where we'll do a lot of our putter fittings. With Mizuno, obviously we're not as known for our putters, but we've had some really good success with our M-Craft line, our Moe line, and our M-Craft X with tons of fitting capabilities. So here we've got the putt view where you can do a lot of stuff here, do some measurements.
Oh, sweet.
The Sam Putt Lab here. So between those, you can do a lot of cool things to get dialed in. But ultimately, this is your place to get fit for putters. This is our limited edition wall. Our MP20 copper, that was kind of our first foray into the limited edition world. Our 221 blue ion, obviously the azalea, which I think everybody kind of knew these. We're place holding right here with our JPX Forge in black. There's something cool here you're gonna see coming into this wall coming up shortly.
You know what you're missing? Because I know my brain nerdiness goes into the 100th edition MP33.
The 33s, yeah, MP100s. I believe Jeremy, my boss, has a set of those in his office. There is a set of those floating around.
It's called the Foundry.
Yep.
You're known for your Forge products. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Absolutely, and even going down to the logo, the word, the Foundry, and the showing off of the F in the Foundry. What people don't recognize is that's actually a stretch and bend billet, which is the start of our grain flow forging process. Our patented process is taking that billet and stretching and bending beforehand. Ultimately, there's your Foundry logo.
Now you've got this really cool aesthetic with the wood. Is there something going on with that?
You're very observant. This wood has actually come straight from Hiroshima, Japan as well. It's a fired wood called a pika pika wood that literally, Hiroshima is where Chuokoyo is, so that's all imported, and there's a lot of a Japanese feel of stuff going on in here.
So we got the fitting bay here.
Totally, we call this our Swing DNA lab. Obviously you go through the full fitting here, swing the shaft optimizer, get all the parameters measured where we can fit you top to bottom of the bag with that. But ultimately, when you're at a place like this, it's all about having options to try, and we want to prove everything out. So one of the things we're most proud of is this shaft wall that we have. Obviously, you can see the irons at the start, but when you start unveiling what's actually in here, this is 4 layers deep, has over 800 shafts in here, so you have tons of different options. Every length, every flex, everything we offer, just to be able to try all this stuff out, because it's all about not just us recommending it, but us proving it out that it's gonna work.
So there's like an R&D component of this place as well, right?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, that's kind of why this place started. We wanted to bring it consumer-facing in addition to that, but ultimately the nuts and bolts of the Foundry is what we do next door, and we can show you that over what we call the nest.
All right. I know, see a lot of robots, swing robots. You've got T-Rex here?
T-Rex. This is a one-off design that Mizuno actually made just specifically for us. Not another one like this in the world. It does some really cool things. Obviously, from the research and development side, we can test every club in our bag. We can test balls, all sorts of stuff. But Mizuno isn't just a golf company. You know, we're an overall sporting goods company.
I was going to say.
If you look over here, this thing has the ability to actually flatten out and level out to actually even hit baseballs and stuff too. So it's a multi-sport robot where we can dial in swings of you name whatever sport you can think of, we can hit it with T-Rex.
I can imagine someone getting fit next door and being like, that sounded like a baseball bat.
Right?
Like, it was actually. And then leading from robot here into like a build lab, is that what we have over here?
That's right. I mean, ultimately, this tour workshop right here, it's just leaning very heavily into what we do out on the PGA Tour. This is a full replica of our new tour van that just rolled out. Part of the thing is if you come to the Foundry and get your fittings, you could say, you know what, I want my clubs on the spot. I want to get them built up. We've got all the components here, all the heads, shafts, grips, the ability to bend, get everything perfectly dialed in, just in this one shop right here.
That's very cool. Chris, appreciate it. Thanks for showing us around.
Thank you so much.